locked themselves in a room and said they would do retreat and never come out until they see Jesus. Ulcer visited them. Demons visited them. Sicknesses, they carried them from there to hospital. There is the one that they told me many years ago. It was my reverend that normally uses it to caution us. Say Jesus. He said that a pastor came and said that he is no more doing ministry until he will fast and see Jesus and touch poverty before he come out. So he went and met his friend, and his friend, because the pastor, pastor, he doesn't have money and all that, so his friends gave him a portion of his house to stay and be doing the fasting. Are you with me? Yes, so he now started the fasting. The man goes to work, and then, if there is one or two things that the pastor, as his fasting, needs, the wife of the man will help him and do it. He didn't take time. They found out that the woman was with child. Not by her husband, but by the pastor that said he won't come out until he touched God. Until he touched something. He touched pregnant. He touched somebody's wife. Ask your neighbor, be careful what you touch, oh. Sometimes you say, touch something. We need to be careful what we touch, oh. Say it to your neighbor. Stop all this thing you are pretending. Tell your neighbor, be careful what you touch. Touch somebody's wife, he became pregnant. This is somebody that said he will not come out until he lays hold on power. Listen to me. Don't think it's a big thing. There are many people, both old, young, and very young pastors, that it has happened. Some of them can carry some people with body. You know them. God saved you from one. You know them. They saved you. Oga, go and buy wine for me. I saved your life. The guy that brought you is nowhere to be found, though. I tried everything, it no work. The things he has encountered always draws him back to error. There is a spirit of error he encountered that always draws him back. He never allows him to stay on a true path. That spirit of error hung on everybody that was in that group. If you fast, error, everything, it always drives you to error. There is a spirit of error. It's a spirit. Every young man of God that is going fast should pray till the yoke, that spirit, the impact on your future. I know you won't see it now. There is an impact. Prayer, I'm telling you, is the prayer I prayed for 8 months. Until a prophetic word came and said that the Lord told me he will preserve my feet from error. You don't know what we are saying. You can be saying good things. You don't know some of the people you say saying good things. Suddenly you see yourself enter and say things you never knew, and then you are on that path. One spirit will encounter you on the mountain and give you a scroll that came from hell. And by that time you have touched small anointing. You have seen one or two things. So the two of them will mix together. People that knew you cannot get to overcome the fact that you are now another person. And the worst part is that the two spirits can begin to work together. That's even the worst. So this one works in the morning, this one works in the afternoon. Depends on the one you met. They gather a group of people, and then you need to know what I'm saying. They will just be fasting in limbo. Fasting in limbo. No Bible, no nothing. In fact, they don't pray much. Is it not true? They are just fasting. Just fasting. They don't go home. They're just fasting. No prayer, no Bible, no nothing. No burden. First of all, the problem is not just that they are fasting. The problem is that there is a foundational error. They didn't put their motive is not correct. Their purpose is not correct. Are you seeing it? God is not the one that said they delight. Look at the Bible now. The Bible said they delight in what? Approaching God. Show me verse 2. They take delight in what? Approaching to God. Some took their disciple, went to the mountain. Before you know what is happening, they start fornicating with each other. Meanwhile, they went for retreat. So sometimes people will fall under power. Sometimes they will fall into fornication. Sometimes they fall under power. Sometimes they fall into fornication. What I'm telling you is common in many campuses, especially within youth-oriented campuses. That's why if you're young, you need to hear what I'm telling you. We have swam many waters and came out safe. Now, the tendency is to tell people to, and that's why many people don't believe you if you are young and you are saying this thing, because you have not survived some things yet. So if you say they don't. And that's why I'm trying to help you so that they will believe your ministry. Are you hearing what I'm saying? There are some rivers you need to cross. I understand your pain. I understand your body. I understand the thing pushing you. But if you don't get it correct, it will push you away. It will push you into a ditch. It can push you and you do it and then come out with not. You become, the worst is that when you fast, especially when we fast like this, you don't get your coordinates correct. First 50 days, second one, third one, fifth. After some time, you see people go, you become bitter. The people that fight, the people that God put hands on the most are the people that prayed together and fasted together with them and became nothing much. They feel in their heart. They behave like Cain. They behave like the elder brother of the prodigal son. They say, wait, I feel that this one should happen to me more. Meanwhile, all you had was just a desire to approach God. Your coordinates were wrong.